Are you guys looking to live in Phoenix, but you want an upscale, quaint, luxury, and convenient location of a suburb? Then look no further than Paradise Valley, Arizona. Yes, guys, that place does exist. And it exists inside the greater Phoenix metro area, and is right in the center, situated right in the center, the hub, the nucleus of the Phoenix area, and it's a town of Paradise Valley, Arizona, guys. So stay tuned. We're gonna go over everything you need to know about living in Paradise Valley, Arizona. Stay tuned. We're getting after it right now. Hey guys, thank you for joining our video here on Paradise Valley, Arizona. One of the best kept secrets in Arizona, in Phoenix especially, okay? So we're gonna start off with location, give you some background on Paradise Valley, and then we're gonna jump into all the amenities and cool things that you can do and why you may wanna live in Paradise Valley, okay? But if you could, before we go any further, ring the notification bell, smash the like button, and guys, we are putting out videos twice a week, every single week, so that you are fully informed on everything Phoenix and Phoenix, Arizona. We are passionate about the city and helping people know more about the place they live in, or people outside of our city, outside of our state, so that they are fully informed. And if they're looking to make a move down to Phoenix, buy a second home, retire eventually down here, which is a great place for all three of those things. We are very, very bullish on Phoenix, and the numbers don't lie. So this is just one extra place inside of Phoenix called Paradise Valley, which is upscale. It's extremely luxurious, and just a phenomenal place to hang your hat if you're going to live in Phoenix, Arizona, or if you're just coming out to visit, okay? So here we go. So right now, Paradise Valley, this was established as a kind of a ranching area back in the late 1800s, but it didn't really take off in terms of people actually settling there more so, and an unincorporated area until post-World War II. And then, as the city of Scottsdale at the time was very, very small, and Paradise Valley was looking to expand their borders a little bit, then post-World War II, they started to do so, and population started to come in, albeit it was still very sparsely populated. Paradise Valley actually is landlocked. It sits right in the center, okay, just north of the Sky Harbor Airport, just west of the Old Town Scottsdale area and the Scottsdale border, okay? And then on the north side, it is bordered by Phoenix and Scottsdale. So it's just this little tiny town that sits between two main mountains that we're gonna discuss, which are Camelback and Mummy. Now, Camelback is the iconic mountain in Phoenix. And if you ever visit down here, you've got to hike Camelback. There are two trails, one up the back and one up the head side, which is a little more difficult, okay, that you have to check out. The views are just absolutely stunning, 360 degrees of the entire greater Phoenix Valley area. You will not be disappointed, guys. So that's the iconic mountain of Camelback, and then that sits on the south side of PV, and then Mummy Mountain sits on the north side of PV, and then right through the heart of the Paradise Valley is Lincoln Drive, okay? So Lincoln runs right through there, and that is the iconic road that makes up the bulk of Paradise Valley. Okay, so going back to the roots of PV, you have the location now. You saw the map as we zoomed in, so you can tell where it's located in terms of the proximity to the greater Phoenix metro area and the other suburbs, all right? But the population of PV currently is 15,000 people, so not very big. The cost of living there is actually 218% higher, not lower, higher than the average across the United States of America. Now, we are established that in Phoenix, we're a little bit above that factor of 100, okay? So we're about 7%, 6% overall higher than the average US city, but PV is 218% higher. Why? Because PV has the highest real estate prices in the entire greater Phoenix area. Currently, the median home price in Paradise Valley, as of yesterday, is $2,450,000. Yeah, that's correct. $2,450,000 for the median home price in PV. Now, the reason why there are so many expensive homes in Paradise Valley primarily isn't just this, but one of the main reasons is because of land, okay? Again, it's landlocked as a town, well-positioned, extremely convenient and well located for just about everything we're gonna talk about in just a second, but the individual lots for most of the homeowners are either A, on hillsides, so you have some sort of view somewhere looking out on your lot, or it's and/or, right? You have a flat lot, maybe not the best views, but views of looking up maybe towards a mountain or whatnot, but it's an acre lot. So a lot of lots are huge lots, That's how most of the town was plotted and developed. And they were done so with individual lots sold primarily one at a time over the years, okay? And that's why a lot of the properties, when they're first, a lot of properties are on septic systems. They are being converted as they are knocked down and bigger ones built up and modernized into city sewer. But a lot of them are on septic because, so you might have a $5 million house that's on septic still. That's pretty crazy, but it happens in PV only because, and by the way, people still flock to that and will buy that property all day long because the location is just too good to pass up, all right? So if you have the money, you're looking for privacy, looking for land and some space with some sprawling ranches, or maybe you want views and some space, there's so many great hillside lots in Paradise Valley. The housing right now currently for all active properties in Paradise Valley, believe it or not, there are actually just a little over 100 homes on the market available for sale that you could buy, all right, that we'd love to help you out with if you have any questions about these properties or want to see them. But they start at 1.4 million, and that's for a teardown. So that's pretty much the value of the land on an acre lot, okay? This is a house that was built probably in the late 70s, early 80s, and now it's basically gonna be a teardown. That's why the person would buy it, because that's what the dirt is trading for currently in Paradise Valley. So 1.4 million all the way up to currently about $22 million. Now, what do you get for $22 million? I'll do another video on that, all right? And I'll make sure we post it so you can see some of these luxury properties, but you get a home. This one in particular is about 15,000 square feet. Now, there are some homes in PV that are currently 18, 19 million that are even bigger. In fact, the largest home on the market right now in PV is 27,000 square feet, okay? But it's under 22 million. We're talking close to it, 20 million, 19 million right in there. The differences are just simply the lot disposition, or maybe the year of the build of the house, or maybe it's the upgrades inside the house and the amenities in the backyard. Hard to tell, but we can go through those properties and even email them to you if you guys have any questions so you can see what we're talking about, right? But we'll do another video on PV homes and housing, and we'll tour some of those luxury homes just so you can get a feel for that, okay? Now, the average age in PV is 53 years old, and the median income, believe it or not, is actually $134,000. Now, you might think that should be a lot more if you have a housing price of, median housing price of 2.5 million, but again, that's median, so from that standpoint, you have a lot of people who make a lot more, but overall, that 134 is a number. And you have a lot of people who, maybe don't report the income as these data aggregators actually, collect it, with W-2 or 1099s or your 1040s on tax returns, wherever they get that data. These are a lot of people that, have assets and are very wealthy. So it may not even actually calculate or compute to how they normally would calculate median income, okay? But that is the background on Paradise Valley. Intrigued? I am. I know you would be too. And check out some of these videos of the views of Camelback and Mummy Mountain. All right, guys, let's talk about location real quick. Now, we talked about that already a little bit. We already hit on that, but we're going to expand that a little bit to give you the boundaries of PV. As you can see by the map, as we zoom in here, you can see on the west side, PV basically ends on 32nd Street. On the south side, it goes as far south as about Chaparral Road. On the east side, it goes as far east as about Scottsdale Road. And then north side, it goes up to about Shea Boulevard, okay? So and it kind of zigzags throughout there. So it's a very small land mass compared to most other suburbs in the Phoenix area. Now, it's very convenient because you are only about, literally about 15 minutes to Sky Harbor Airport. Obviously, International Airport, you can go flights anywhere you want to. You are only about 20 minutes to downtown Phoenix. So very, very convenient to get over there. You're 5 to 10 minutes, depending where you're at in Paradise Valley, to Old Town Scottsdale, which has the best entertainment and dining in the entire state of Arizona. A lot of nightlife and clubs and that kind of stuff down there too as well. So you're just 10 minutes away from there. Cheap Uber ride, very cheap Uber ride. And you are just surrounded by amenities, spas, resorts, golf. The best golf, country clubs, whatever it is you may want to get into. So now let's pivot that to things to do in Paradise Valley. Let's start with the spas, okay? Ladies, I know you like the spas. Hey, some of you guys, you might like them too, right? Honestly, I kind of do. These spas are legitimate, guys. So you have 3 major spas in Paradise Valley. You have at the Monte Lucia Resort, you have the Joya Spa, and that is phenomenal. My wife loves that spa. That's probably her number 1. I don't want to speak for her, but I think it is. Right, honey? Okay. Joy Spa, and that's located right at Tatum and Lincoln Boulevard on the intersections right there. Then you have the Phoenician. The Phoenician Resort is phenomenal, guys. It's really popular. If you live out of state and you Google resorts, that's gonna be one of the top ones that comes up every time. It sits at the south side of Camelback Mountain, right at the base of the mountain, and it is just spectacular. spectacular with the views and location with proximity to Arcadia, Biltmore, Old Town Scottsdale areas, okay? So you have the spa there at the Phoenician, and you have the spa at the Sanctuary Resort, okay? The Sanctuary Resort sits actually on the hillside on the north side of Camelback Mountain, and it is amazing. The views there are spectacular, guys. I mean, it's just fantastic. The spa there is top notch, and it's hard to go wrong with any of these 3 spas. Now, other things to do. Let's talk about golf, okay? Golf, you know you're gonna have some good golf in Arizona, and you're definitely gonna have it in a luxury area like Paradise Valley, okay? So let's talk about private golf first. Paradise Valley Country Club, guys. One of the best country clubs in the entire valley as you could possibly imagine, and there are some good ones. So, I mean, you're talking golf equity memberships in the area of $200,000 plus, and with dues obviously ranging from $1,500 to $2,000 a month. In that ballpark, that's always fluctuating because this equity is based on market value. Like PBCC, like most other country clubs right now, have a wait list for full golf memberships. So it's kind of difficult to get in sometimes until the market changes or the market conditions change and people want to sell and that sort of thing. But it's equity based, so you can sell and make money when it goes up, which over the last couple of years, all of them have gone way up, right? So the guys who were in prior to, or gals in prior to, COVID hitting in 2020, kudos to you guys, good job. But it's just an outstanding golf course, as you can see here, and the resorts are spectacular pools, fitness centers. I mean, just the list goes on and on for Paradise Valley Country Club, and it sits right at the base of Camelback Mountain, which is obviously spectacular, okay? So you have that. Now, public golf, you have on the north side of PV, you have Camelback Golf Resort. 2 courses, the Padre and Ambiente. Ambiente is a phenomenal course. They actually just did that recently. Padre is a great course too. Hard to go wrong. What I like about Camelback is it's more wide open. So if you're someone who might spray the ball a lot, or somewhat, and you don't really dig the desert courses a ton because you lose a lot of balls, they go off the desert, the fairways are more narrow. Camelback, both those courses are for you. Great course, very well taken care of, and a little more wide open, so you can score a little better, all right? But I'm sure none of you guys shank the ball ever, right? So you're good. Just go to the desert courses, right? But if you want to, still a challenge for those good golfers out there as well. Secondly, we have the Phoenician, right? We talked about that for the spa, but the Phoenician has a phenomenal golf course. It is 18 holes. It's a nice desert course. Now, the Phoenician used to be 27 holes. They had 3 different 9s that they're called something different, but they actually remodeled and revamped the entire golf course, sold some of the land to developers who are building condos, multifamily at the base of Camelback Mountain because it's just so beautiful, guys, and so well located. But the 18-hole new desert course is a very good course, and it's more of a resort course, so you can score well there too for those golfers who might shank the ball a little bit, right? So very, very good courses there. Now, the last course in Paradise Valley is the Mountain Shadows Short Course. This is a par 3 course, which is really cool and unique. In fact, it was voted one of the best par 3 courses in the entire country. That's the Mountain Shadows par 3 Short Course, all right? So don't forget about that one. That's a newer one, and it is very, very cool to check out. Now, continuing our things to do in PV, as you can tell, there's quite a bit for such a small little landmass. There are 2 places that you want to go check out that you want to have dinner at, okay? If you're visiting or thinking about moving down here, or thinking about maybe moving into Paradise Valley, and what is there to do? Or if you're doing none of those, but you're visiting some other place in the valley, you should still go check out these 2 resort restaurants. Number 1, the El Chorro Lodge. Staple. Been around since 1937 in Paradise Valley, and it sits right on the heart of Paradise Valley. Just a sprawling landmass, and go there and have the lobster mac and cheese, my favorite. Just that's their staple, and you get more of like a lodge resort style feel as opposed to some modern experience. So it's really true Arizona atmosphere that you're gonna get at El Chorro. I mean, it's just phenomenal, guys. Check that out. And then if you go over to the Sanctuary, we talked about that with their spa elements at Sanctuary, just outstanding. The salmon there, second to none. Best salmon I ever had in my entire life at the Elements, believe it or not. I know you're in the desert thinking salmon and desert. I've had salmon in Seattle, trust me, that's good too. But this is a really, really good salmon and just a fantastic experience. You're gonna sit on the balcony outside with weather like this in December, that's just outstanding. It's the highest 70 degrees right now, and you're gonna look the whole north side of the valley. It's just beautiful. And as the sun sets and then the lights come on, you have the city light views, it's just outstanding atmosphere to take a date, or even the family too. They'll enjoy it as well. Okay, that's the Elements at the Sanctuary Resort. Okay, guys, now as you can see, PV is phenomenal. Okay, now the school districts, for those who have families, that's important. Now, even though Paradise Valley is called PV and it's its own town, and there is a Paradise Valley School District, there's also a Scottsdale Unified School District, and some of that Scottsdale Unified School District actually incorporates part of Paradise Valley. But you also have the Paradise Valley School District, which also incorporates Paradise Valley as well. So both districts are very highly rated for public schools. Check those out at greatschools.org. And you'll see the ratings are actually all in the top, 10 to 20% or so when it comes to all the schools in the entire state of Arizona. So very good districts that for the public option, from the elementary schools, the middle schools, up to the high schools. Now, as you go further north into Scottsdale, you're going to get, usually a little more higher rated high schools as you go north geographically. But again, in PV, you have just some outstanding private schools as well. The most popular private school in Paradise Valley is going to be Phoenix Country Day. So if you Google that, look that up, the reviews are second to none. It's outstanding. Now you're going to pay a pretty coin for Phoenix Country Day School, but guys, if you're looking for that private experience that is just a wow factor for your child, that's going to be the one to check out. Okay, so check that out. Private schools in Paradise Valley, that's the main one. There are others as well, but the public school districts are very, very good as well. When it comes to housing and the different communities in Paradise Valley, there actually are a lot of smaller niche communities. There's not a lot of tract homes. There's not a lot of tract home, huge master plan communities that go with it then, right? So that being said, which is one of the things that makes it really cool and more custom and unique. But you have communities that are highly rated like Las Brisas, Camelback, you have Mountain Shadows, you have Clearwater Hills. You just have a lot of really cool subdivisions that some are gated, some are not, but they are just well taken care of. And you have some that are up on the hill, like Place to Summit, with guards as your gate. And then you have you have other ones that are more flat, like Camelback Country Club, that has flat, bigger lots, but you still, depending on where your lot sits, you could have an amazing view of Camelback or Mummy Mountain, and potentially even a golf course up there by Camelback Golf Resort. So housing, phenomenal, top-notch, A+ for Paradise Valley. Guys, as you can see, Paradise Valley has a lot to offer. It's really cool, and the best thing is just simply the location. Proximity to everything is just second to none when it comes to proximity geographically in the greater Phoenix area. And as you can see, it offers a ton to do for your lifestyle as well. In fact, one of the top resorts in the entire country, the entire United States, actually is located, the Ritz-Carlton, right here, and it's still being constructed right here in the east side of PV. We actually did a whole video and tour on that, so click the link just above and you will get the video for the Ritz-Carlton Resort, which is truly, guys, truly special if you're into that kind of thing and want to see and check out that luxury experience you're going to get at the Ritz-Carlton Paradise Valley. So guys, thank you so much for joining us on the video of Paradise Valley, one of the most luxurious suburbs in the entire country, the entire United States of America, one of the most prestigious zip codes of 85253 out there that we have. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it, guys. If you have any comments, please drop them below. We want to know what you think of Paradise Valley and what we could do to make this channel better. And any other topics of suggestions you may want to see us do videos on as well, we'd be happy to do those. Guys, again, we're putting out 2 videos every single week on topics that have everything to do with everything Phoenix. You guessed it. You guys are quick studies. But if you could, ring that notification bell, really appreciate it. Subscribe, like our channel. That'll help us put out the content to more and more people so they can get the value that this channel offers for the greater Phoenix area, because we are passionate about helping people, guys. If you have any questions whatsoever about real estate or anything else related for Paradise Valley or Phoenix in general, we would love to help you out. Share the video with a friend. We would really appreciate it, and we will be in touch. But you can always call us, being proactive, at 188-KCREG-11. That's 188-527-3411, or email at info@kellycookhomes.com, and someone will get back to you immediately. You can also check out our Instagram page and what we're doing there on a daily basis as a real estate team right in the center of Scottsdale right here at Kelly Cook Real Estate Group. So thank you guys once again. Really appreciate it. And until next time, don't forget to call me.